Hello everyone, this is Prodigious TCC, that's Prodigious the Trading Card Collector, and today we're going to be commenting on a video. It is a Japanese post-rotation match with the Snow Hazard and Clay Burst card releases. So they are playing. On the left, they're playing the new. I'm gonna butcher this name. Grifaiai, something along those lines. I'm not 100% sure exactly how it's pronounced. But it can do spit poison your opponent's. So the first one here, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned, and then the second attack here, which is the main big attack, is colorful graffiti. Discard as many basic energies from your hand as you like. This attack does 40 damage for each type of energy card discarded in this way. So not the amount, but the typing of energy. So that would be fire, grass, lightning, all that kind of stuff. So if you have, I guess, get as many energies as you can in your hand, different types, and discard them, and you could be swinging for a bunch. Okay, so person on the right is starting with a Bidoof. Person on the left is starting with the pre-evolved form of the Grifaiai. The Grifaiai, yep, called, I think it's Shroodle. Shroodle. So person on the left is, person on the right, sorry, left. Person on the left is going first, and they are using a Battle VIP pass to get another one, and another Pokemon, and then using a level ball to get the Bidoof and playing down the Bidoof, and then attaching, and then getting another one of these flower Pokemon. So I'm not 100% sure exactly what Pokemon that is. Once it gets promoted up and I can see a better view of it, a clear view of it, I will be able to tell. Also, I'm going to bring this to 1080 because 480, oh, that's a little bit better. And then they are attaching a dark energy for turn. Passing the turn. Okay, so person on the right. Okay, so they're playing in Arceus deck using a Nest Ball to get out another Arceus. You want a double turbo. Okay, so an Ultra Ball, getting rid of a Drapion and something else to get a Zacian V. Attaching a lightning for turn, and then going to use their ability, which is like something roar or something like that, which lets you attach a psychic energy for turn, but then that ends your turn. What is it? Psychic to the Arceus? I'm struggling with names tonight. So they'd be able to get the turn 2. Okay, so evolving the Shroodle into the, I'm gonna have to look it up again. The Grifaiai. I gotta remember the naming of that thing. Using a level ball to get a Pokemon with a 90 HP or less. Looks like they are grabbing a okay, so this Pokemon right here is the Gossifleur, and then it is evolving into the Eldegoss. And the Eldegoss has the ability Cotton Lift. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So it's going to go, if you do that, the Eldegoss, to get both of them, it's a good way to fill up your hand with the energy to discard for your Grifaiai to do damage, because if you can get 4 damage, 4 and 4 is 8, 8 and 8 is 16, so you can hit for 160 with just those ones. And then I'm sure he's got other ways to get cards as well. Doing a professor's research to discard the Ho-Oh, not play it, and then getting 7 new cards, evolving up the other into the Eldegoss, going to use the Eldegoss's ability to get 2 basic energy from the deck to your hand, and then doing it again, getting the 2 energy, and then now you got 4 different energies in your hand. And then going to use the ability, and how many you're going to discard, because you can just discard 2 to get rid of the Bidoof. So a fire and a water, and going to knock out that Bidoof. If you got some energy, not energy recyclers, the card that lets you put energy back into your hand from the discard pile, that'd be a great way to keep that train going. Going to evolve up into the V-Star of the Arceus, and then going to Professor's Research, attach another energy for turn, and then is going to use its ability, or not its V-Star ability, just its attack, which does 200 points of damage, and then they can search their deck for up to 3 basic energy cards and attach them to a Pokemon V in any way they like, then shuffle their deck. So either attach onto the Zamazentia V for its ability, or the Arceus, so that it too, when evolved up into the V-Star, can do 200 points of damage. So just interested to see how much. Oh, interesting. I was just like, why did they put two? That's a 90 HP Pokemon. Why are they putting 200 points of just to keep track of it? And then put the energy on the Arceus, which makes sense. That's what I would do too. Okay, another Shroodle, evolving that Shroodle up that they promoted into the Grifaiai, and then Raihanning, which they can do because their Grifaiai was knocked out last turn, and then attaching the energy to the active Grifaiai, using the Eldegoss's ability to get basic energy into the hand, using the other one to get more basic energy in the hand. So they should have 6 different basic energy in their hand. This is the one that lets you get energy from the discard back into your hand. So you're looking at 8, I think. So attaching 1, so it'd be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, there's 7. So that is 7. 280. Didn't even have to do math. It was there for me. 280 points of damage. And it has 2. So the question is, yeah. The question is, can you keep that pace up? I mean, that was great, but that was a lot of energy. Unless you have the energy recyclers in, or able to get them really easily. Interesting. Now, the nice thing is that the person on the left, so they're doing, they promoted the other Arceus V-Star that has the energy attached, played down another Arceus onto the bench, and now they're Iono, which shuffle your deck, or shuffle your hand, put it at the bottom of your deck, and then draw cards equal to the amount of prizes the other person has taken, or something like that. It's kind of like an N and a Marnie combined. I was saying that the person on the left, their deck is a single prize. So as long as they can keep this pressure up and keep swinging, they should have the ability to stay on top of things. That's why I love single prize decks so much. It's because when you're taking out 2, they're only taking out 1, and that's a great trade for you. Now they're playing this is the Super Rod, which lets you get 3 cards back from your discard of Pokemon or energy in any combination of, and then shuffle them back into your deck. So they got a Bidoof and then 2, the Bidoof and 2 energies. Now they're Ultra Balling away a V-Guard energy and a Pumpkaboo, it looked like, and are grabbing Bidoof to get a draw engine going. And then attacking for 200 and attaching energy to the Giratina. That makes sense. So you can see that it's 3-4. Like the person on the left with the single prize deck. If it's a good single prize deck, they can really get their, like, it's great for prize trading. Getting the Bibarel. Is going to use the Bibarel's ability to draw 2 more cards to bring their hand up to 5, using the Ultra Ball Ultra Balling away a Iono and an Eldegoss for another Shroodle. And then using Serena, discarding that energy recycler or whatever it's called exactly, to draw up to 5 cards. Oh, and then I was like, why is he bringing out the Ho-Oh? I'm guessing it's because the Ho-Oh's special effect. Yeah, so the Ho-Oh special effect is Reviving Flame. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in your discard pile, you may put it onto your bench. If you do, attach up to 4 basic energy cards from your discard pile to this Pokemon. If you use this ability, your turn ends. So that is an awesome way to get, because you're discarding those energies anyways for the Grifaiai, your Ho-Oh comes in, you've got those energies already in the discard pile, and their attack is Rainbow Burn for 4 energies, which are the energies you're attaching from the discard pile, so it's ready to attack next turn. It says this attack does 30 more damage for each type of basic energy attached to this Pokemon. So again, with the Grifaiai, you're looking for different types of energy to discard for more damage, and then with the Ho-Oh, you're looking to attach different types of energy for more damage. So these two really synergize well, especially getting rid of them, and then these really, really work well together. And then going for lightning, water, fire, and grass. So that means that Ho-Oh, and then that ends their turn. But that Ho-Oh is hitting for 30 damage for me, 30, 60, 120. So 220 for that, hitting for 220 with that Ho-Oh. So going for the knockout on that Shroodle. And then now it's 3-3. Drawing for turn, promoting the Ho-Oh, evolving that Shroodle up to the Grifaiai, using an Ultra Ball, getting rid of a Battle VIP pass and something else, and going for a nothing, maybe to just clear their hand. Yes, to clear their hand, to use Beebrill's effect to draw up to 5. So that was just a way to discard extra cards, so they an attachment. So they got rid of like 4 cards. Now they're Raihaning because they did have their Pokemon knocked out last turn, and they're attaching the Psychic Energy, and for each type of basic energy. Okay, so now we're swinging for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 3 times 6 is 18, so 280. So swinging for 280. So that's knockout right there. And then using a Super Rod to shuffle back in. I look like 2 energies and something else. Using Eldegoss's ability to get a metal and a dark type. And then swinging for 280 with the Ho-Oh. So bringing it down to a 1-3 prize. So they'll have 1 prize left. The other person will have 3 prizes left. So they'll probably knock out the Ho-Oh because it's got 220. They can knock out with the Giratina, I believe. Bring it to 1-1, and then they just have to swing with something else. Giratina V-Star doing, and then bringing up the Arceus to the Arceus V-Star, attaching a belt to the Arceus V-Star, dropping down another Arceus. Using the V-Star ability of the Arceus, which, so their ability is Starbirth. During your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 cards and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So they're grabbing something. We will find out. Attaching a double turbo. And using Iono to shuffle their hand, put it at the bottom of their deck, and then draw. And now draw for prizes. And now they are evolving to the Beebrell and using the Beebrell ability to fill their hand back up. And now they're going to swing 280, knocking at the Ho-Oh. And then the Giratina V-Star its attack is, says put 2 energy attached to your Pokemon to the Lost Zone. So they are moving the double turbo energy off. And then, does that count as, I guess it counts as 2 energy. So you could just use, because it's not 2 energy cards, it's just 2 energy, and double turbo gives you 2. Interesting. Which means that the Giratina can now swing again if it's not knocked out. So they promote the Grifaiai using the Eldegoss's ability to get 2 basic energy. Now they're going to use the... Looks like he only got 1 from that. Attaching for turn. Using the Beeberl's ability to draw 5 cards, or up to 5 cards into your hand. Using the Eldegoss's ability to draw... Okay, so we got a metal and a dark. Using boss. Yeah, that's the new boss. It looks slick. For the Beeberl, for the Beeberl, and getting rid of 2 to do 80 points of damage. Beeberl has 100. I think he's just putting in there to stall, because I think he's run out of energy. So switching out the Giratina and the Beeberl, and then swing for game. So that is something you really need to really need to pay attention to with this deck, is your energies. Getting them back into the deck, so getting a and the one that they're not using, it may be an energy search. I don't remember what it's called, but it gets 2 from your discard pile back in your hand, whereas energy recycler gets 5 from the discard pile back into the deck. So if you have a couple energy recyclers to get them back in, then you got those Eldegoss to bring them out. That would be really good, but most of their energy were in the discard pile at the end there, and they didn't have enough energy to swing for any knockouts or anything like that. It was close. I mean, with a little tweaking, that deck would be great because of the basic energy, different types of basic energy for that Grifaiai, and the different types of energy for that Ho-Oh. You're discarding the energy anyways. You discard that Ho-Oh, and then later on you can just attach a bunch of different energies and swing pretty heavy with it. So that's really cool. It's just Arceus, Giratina. It's a strong deck to go up against. That was really cool. Really interesting dynamic for that semi single prize deck, except for the Ho-Oh. Really liked it. Needs a little tweaking and it could go pretty far. I think it's pretty sweet. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Japanese post-rotation Snow Hazard Clay Burst commentary. I will be continuing to do more of these. I have like 44 videos saved in my playlist, and every time more of them come up, I just keep saving them, and I have a list keeps growing bigger and bigger. If you want to follow me on any of my socials, they're all linked down below, all Prodigious TCC. I've got Twitter, I've got Instagram, and I've got TikTok. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, subscribing, hitting the bell notification, it all really helps the channel grow. Leave me a comment telling me if you like the Grifaiai deck. Also, how to pronounce Grifaiai would be very helpful. What tweaks you would make. Any recommendations for Japanese post-rotation content to comment on. All of that stuff would be super appreciated. Really love hearing from my subscribers. Also, big shout out that I hit over 100 subscribers now and continuing to grow, and I'm super duper happy about this. Just happy that people are watching this content. Anyways, my name has been Prodigious TCC. That's Prodigious, the trading card collector. And until I see you next time, have a fantastic day.